G'day, today we're looking at the Sofirn ST10 Flashlight. Now this is a nice compact EDC flashlight, multiple bulbs in multiple direction, and it's got this really nice big clip, which I think is pretty much the key feature of this one, because you can actually clip this onto your belt, and then as you walk it'll shine that forward, so whatever you're working on you can have this as a really nice hands-free flashlight. Likewise, you can also clip it to a cap and then use this front emitter here, whichever way you want, the front emitter here to actually emit forward. So really nice hands-off flashlight. The back here as well is magnetic, so you can actually put that onto any metal surface and it will stay really nicely. That magnet is actually really nice and strong. You can see that it holds on well there. And the nice thing is some flashlight, this will actually end up sliding down because this is really smooth if the magnet isn't strong enough. But this one is nice, the magnet is nice and strong and it gets held in there really well. So may as well just move to the construction of it. So the whole construction is metal, really nicely machined. I think it's aluminium. Feels really nice in the hand and really nice and solid, as we've all come to expect with these modern flashlights. The construction of it is really nice. The finish as well. This one here is specifically that metal, gunmetal color. So really nicely coated. Just a really big fan of this one. So I'll open it up on the bottom here. You can just unscrew that. It's got a nice O-ring because this is waterproof, so you do get that really nice O-ring, and it is lubricated as well, or it does have some grease there to prevent water ingress even more. And this one here is actually just powered by a AA battery. So this one here specifically comes with the flashlight. It's a 900 milliamp 3.7 volt cell, but you can actually power this with a standard AA battery as well. I've just got a normal Energizer AA here, non-rechargeable, and you can see it's exactly the same size. But again, this one here is 3.7 volts, whereas a normal AA battery is just going to be about 1.5 volts or a little bit more when it's full. So that's good because this Sofirn one here is USB-C rechargeable, so you simply plug in a USB-C cable. It does also have PD as well, so if you've got smart USB-C power delivery, you can actually plug this into anything and it will negotiate that certain voltage that it wants, take it in, and then actually start charging up. So that's really good, but I'll start it with a AA battery first. So with a AA battery, you just won't get all of that performance that you will with this 3.7 volt cell. But still, I've used it quite a bit and I haven't actually noticed that much of a difference between the two cells. So on the side here, then you've got two buttons. You've got one for the front light and you've got one here for the side light, which I really like. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite ways to actually control a flashlight. I've got a whole bunch of different flashlights that have multiple different LEDs and light modes and so on, and usually they just have the one button and you've got to go clicking through it a couple of times or holding it back and forth to switch between those different modes. And sometimes it just gets a little bit annoying, especially if you use a few different brands of flashlight. The way that you press it and which mode gets activated is just different, so it can be a little bit annoying. But I found this is really intuitive. So obviously if you want forward, you just press that forward button and the light comes on. So it'll start off in low, and then if you just hold that button, it'll go over to medium, and then if you hold it again, it will go up to high. If you double press the button, that's going to go up to turbo mode, and then if you press it again, you just turn that off. And then it does also have a beacon mode as well. So you can see that now it's entered the beacon mode and it is just flashing every couple of seconds really brightly. I think it's using all of its power to do that. And then just press that again to turn it off. And likewise with the side one. So the side one, we also have another white LED and we have a red LED as well. So if I just press that button, you can see it actually just turns on to low. If I then hold it, we'll switch up to medium, and hold it again, we'll go up to high. And the way you actually operate the red light is you just hold this button from the start. So you can see that it goes into a low red mode. And in this case, you then just press the button and it will go into medium mode, and press it again, it will go into a high mode there. What you can then do as well, double press it in that mode and it will again go into a beacon mode as well. But this time it's going to be a red beacon. And then that will just keep going. So while we're looking at that, I'm actually just going to bring the manual up and actually have a look at it, because I don't remember all of the specific lumen values at different modes. So here is a nice table that comes in the instructions manual. So if you are interested in a specific mode and how many lumens are in that mode, you can just have a look here. And what I really like as well is a lot of flashlights these days do this, but this is really handy. They just come with a little tree chart of all of the different beacons and modes and how to switch between them. A lot of these newer flashlights have a bunch of different modes and it can be a little bit confusing. So again, that's just nice to see that that comes in the instruction. Actually, while we're talking about what it comes with, it does come in this really nice package. But the really cool thing is you also get a nice lanyard with it, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and this is a really nice neat one. They also give you a couple of spare O-rings. So these O-rings fit right down the bottom here that I highlighted before. So when that eventually snaps after a lot of use in a few years, you don't have to source them yourself. You've got two spare ones, which I think is really nice. They didn't have to involve this, but it's really nice that they do. Just give you these few extra bits and pieces to keep you going a little bit longer. But I'll switch it out for the battery that it actually comes with. You can see that's really nice and easy to do, and you just screw it in and that's it. In order to maintain that IPX6 rating, it's nice that only this part here actually comes loose and you can undo it. All of the other parts are actually not able to be opened, so that's good. That just gives water less chance to actually get in there and sneak in. And now this clip that I mentioned before, this is a really nice sturdy clip, probably one of the most durable clips that I've seen on flashlights recently. It is all metal construction. It's got a retainer spring on the back there to give you back pressure. So it's got a lot of pressure. It's really nice and strong. And it does open up quite wide as well. So again, like I said, if you want to put a cap in here or your belt, there'll be plenty of room inside for that to actually stay in. And then on the very bottom here, it's got this nice rubber pad as well. So whatever you put up against it, that rubber will grip it and it will hold it really nice and sturdy. So that is good. On top here, you also got a nice little hole drilled so you can put that lanyard through and actually fix it up top, or put a key ring or something like that to it if you want to hang this on somewhere. And just coming back to the actual LED emitters, so again on the side here you've got two, and this acts more as a floodlight. And then on the front, this one here has a little bit of a reflector there as well, plus a lens. So this one here acts more of a spotlight. So you can actually get a beam of 144 meters from this. So that's what, 350, 400 feet on a clear night, because the spot pattern of this one is as a spotlight. So it will actually shine out a little bit further, but it does have a little bit more spread than your typical spotlight. So it's not, obviously this isn't a long distance flashlight, but again, because of the different uses, it's nice that you can have one more spotlight and one more floodlight. So that comes in nice and handy. That's kind of the key features of this one. It is a really versatile flashlight, super lightweight. It only weighs 49 grams, so really nice and light. If you have this up on your cap or even on your belt, you're not really going to notice it. It's not going to bother you if you have it on there for a little while. So that is nice. So if you guys do want to check this out, I'll put links down below. I can definitely highly recommend this after using it for about a week or so. It's been really nice. I've just found it really versatile and actually a lot of different features in this small package. So that's really nice. The other thing that I actually like about it is the only moving part really is just this back, right? There isn't extra swivel heads or things like that. So very low chance of anything actually breaking or going wrong. So super nice, super happy with this. Again, links down below if you want to check it out. And as always, have a good one.